They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
To Mike Evans.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the Saints' 44-yard line.
Here's Jones. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 39.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
26 Mike. Let's go on. No, 66. 26 Mike. Watch the run. 26 Mike.
Brady now to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's get off the field. Hey, 66.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. 30. Past the 20. 10. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
He nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On the tackle. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Saints' 47-yard line.
On play action, it's Brady. Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. What a great start. You get the points on the first drive of the game. Now here you get an interception. Look to add to your lead.
And I just wonder about the strategy we saw coming right back at them. Yeah, they're down, but I felt like they were pressing it too much. They didn't need to play catch-up this early in the game, and it ended up costing them.
He was brought down.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And he slings one that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Get out the field.
From the gun, it's Breeze. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Ready? Yellow lady. Hey, mark the screen. Mark the screen. Mark the screen.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Saints 7, Buccaneers 0.
Easy. Hey, one set. Check. 21. You. Mike's 54.
From the 31, Breeze. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Ready? 95, 56. 95, 56. He's checking.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
The Bucs take over.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Check three.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
2nd and 11 at the 41.
Under 10. 10. Wait, 26 Mike. Watch the run.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
DJ Swear.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd.
And from the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
26 Mike. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 26 Mike. Hey, 66.
On play action, now Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Sugar. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. I got you, pump. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, watch the slant. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, 166.
Again, it's Brady. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half.
Right there, 54, right there. Here we go.
On 1st down, Breeze. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Safety screaming. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Danny. 26 Mike. You must be getting tired.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Trey Hendrickson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
First and 10.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, but it'll be second down. Now Breeze toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunning, there to get a hand in.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
You got nothing. 45 is the mark. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll try and run the option. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees to Michael Thomas. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
26 months. Sugar.
From the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Mike Evans.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Coverage.
To throw again. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Evans once again the intended receiver. 3rd down here. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
26 months.
The final shot before half for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now first play of the drive there is incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And now it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
A gain of 15. First down, New Orleans.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble. Recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Buccaneers.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after.
Suckup on for the point after.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Saints 21, Buccaneers 7. Bradley Kenyon to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
2nd and 6. At the
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Smith catches left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Emmanuel Sanders.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8. And then
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got Burton here. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready, 95, 56. 54, coming to you.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Breeze now to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Saints.
Now a play fake. Breeze. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Breeze pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Brady now on first down. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Antonio Brown, 43 yards. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Saints 28, Buccaneers 14.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
On the return, the Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Again, it's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Saints 28, Buccaneers 21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Harris to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Suckup on for the point after.
Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at...
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. But surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Makes the score Saints.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a 1st down. Out of the shotgun is Jones. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
At the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Today's final score, Buccaneers 35.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my fault. Hey, look at my dogs from. Way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
She don't know the occupation. Broke in the check and put $100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put $100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Put up.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Arizona Cardinals.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On first down, Brady eluding the pressure right. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time.
Intended for
that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
You don't want it. Like 22, like 22. Cut. Like 22, he's coming.
To throw again, Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, but now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Brady will try again on second down. Flush to his right. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
10 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play.
At the 44.
But the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Murray's pass.
DeAndre Hopkins, 56 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Well, now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And he finds Gronk. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Cardinals' 33-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
1st and 10.
No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A Cardinal 1st down, Murray to Hopkins.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, once again, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Murray. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ross Cockrell. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively.
From the gun, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st down, Cardinals.
Now Drake. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Shotgun now from Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. They got 29 yards that time.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Not much there, only a yard.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
14.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of 21.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Don't be scared of it. Switch.
To throw again. Brady being chased out left. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Now Brady again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
The throwaway makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Bradley Kenyon to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the 2nd half gets started. On the return, here's Edmonds. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start the drive with Dre. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On third down, Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, 60 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the field.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first. Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have picked up right where they left off in half number one, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
To Larry Fitzgerald.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made it.
And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After the turnover, here's Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check, 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 check. Check 37, check 37. 36, 36. Hey, check 24, check 24. 49, check 49, check 49.
Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st down, Jones. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Brady to throw again. That's complete to his running back, Evans.
Brady's pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Murray now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
23-yard line.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. He's got a man, complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 48 yards. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Buccaneers. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. Their drive will start at the 25.